Sean Luciw is in the house tonight.
Thanks, Jim.
This is off his CD, Beautiful Guitars, and that track was called Cherry Blossoms. How's it going, Sean?
Pretty awesome. How are you, Jim?
Good. What's it like listening to your finished product sitting there?
Oh, I like it. I always like that one. Like, I actually sometimes I would have an emotional reaction to that song when I hear it. I know it's kind of silly, but like I got to listen to my own stuff a million times just to get the project done. And I don't know, the first half just sounds pretty to me.
That's good to hear. So, do you have any interesting stories about recording this project?
Yeah, a couple. One of my main ideas I wanted to use when I started this was I wanted to use every guitar that I have access to, every pedal, everything, every little gizmo gadget. I've got this thing called a spider capo that only presses on certain strings at a certain fret, so it's kind of like a capo but only for certain strings. Just everything I could to make it really colorful, have a lot of variety. So that was a lot of fun, and actually that resulted in some sort of spontaneous pedal collecting as well for some extra sounds. And then another thing too is that I started doing this all on my own, and then partway through I decided it would be fun to invite some people to play on it, and it became a lot better and a lot funner and more interesting after that too. So there's 4 songs on the CD that have collaborators on them.
Yeah, and you have some pretty amazing friends too. I think I noticed D. Ian Smith, the wonderful bass player.
Yeah, Dallas is on there. I still call him Dallas. He's probably mad at me if you... No, okay, sorry, Ian Smith. Yeah.
And who else?
Yeah, John Trickle plays on it too. Ian McLaren, Justin Bentley, and Jacob Bastian, and Ben Viefus.
That's a nice bunch of musicians.
And Adam Pfeffer actually plays on it too.
I think I know half of those guys.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Now, maybe you could tell us a little bit about the next track we're going to play. It's called The Big Swell, and I read your explanation of it, and I sort of went, this is over my head. So how I wrote it down was this: the big swell is one strum with lots of toys expanding it. Now I want you to translate what I said into actual.
Well, it's like, I think, yeah, it's like one strum. Okay, well, first of all, the inspiration for this song came from when I was listening to, I'm not sure the name of the song, but I did figure out the name of the band. It's the Kilimanjaro Dark Jazz Ensemble. One of their songs has a guitar chord that swells up bigger, like kind of swells up like that. And it does it again and again a few times. And I just wanted to do that, but I wanted it just to be one strum that just swells out bigger and bigger, like the universe expanding, like the Big Bang, something like that. And so I knew what it would take, a lot of messing around with the various sound toys on, basically music toys in the studio, reverbs, turning things backwards, things like that, various effects to give this sort of spacey kind of sound. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got out of it.
Yeah.
I almost got some Pink Floyd feeling in spots, and just wonderful musicians.
No drums on that song, The Big Swell. It's just one strum of a guitar. Yeah.
So I'm going to play this, and I want you to listen closely, people. Now, this is one strum of a guitar, just like that. But it manages to get 6 minutes and 48 seconds which is pretty much bliss for me. I really like this. Here is from Sean Luciw's new album, Beautiful Guitars, The Big Swell. Jim with Jazz Notes on 92.5 BX. Jim with Jazz Notes on 92.5 BX. Tonight I am interviewing Sean Luciw, who has a new CD out called Beautiful Guitars. That song was called The Big Swell, and it's actually one strum of a guitar with some other stuff happening to make it go on for 6 minutes and 48 seconds and sound like, some wonderful, maybe some Pink Floyd, maybe some other stuff. A lot of things went through my head, but it sounds like Sean Luciw. That's what it sounds like, and it's just a wonderful creation. So Sean, if someone wanted to pick up Beautiful Guitars, and I'm sure they will, where can they find it?
Well, digitally online, you can find it at Bandcamp and Spotify and iTunes and things, CD Baby and things like that. And if you're looking for physical CD, you can get those at Long and McQuaid downtown in Kamloops and also at CD Baby online.
Well, that's good. I'm happy you have the physical ones, and I know they don't sell like they used to, and it's a big expense for artists, but I should like having it in my hands, the thing, and looking at the pictures and all that stuff. And I get it. It costs the musicians a lot, and thanks for doing that. That's appreciated. Now I heard something about you and air guitar and stuff, and what's going on there?
Oh yeah, so one of my favorite songs on this CD is called Jaywalkers, and it's a collaboration I did remotely with a guy in California named Adam Pfeffer, and he does all this rip and shred guitar and keyboard solo. But anyway, next week is the Air Guitar Championship, and they've decided to use part of that song for the I guess the final round of air guitar. So that's going to be fun, super fun. And actually, I get to be one of the judges. So I'm going to be like, well, actually, it's supposed to be the 17th fret.
Whoa, you sound like you'd be a mean judge, Sean. No, I don't think you'll be like that at all. That's pretty funny. I went to one of them either last year or 2 years ago, and I had nothing but fun. It was just hilarious. It was such a good time. Nice. No one's taking themselves seriously, but they are taking themselves seriously. It's a craft. I mean, they're not musicians. Well, some of them probably are, but they're not musicians at that evening. And it's all about the attitude. It's all about the show. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. So, Sean, I'd like to thank you for coming on the show tonight and discussing your new CD, Beautiful Guitars. And always good talking to you. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.